Learning English is not a race. It's okay to go slowly, and it's okay to take breaks. The most important thing is to keep going. Even if you learn just one word a day, you are still learning. I remember when I was learning, I sometimes felt like I wasn't moving fast enough. But then I realized that every little bit counts. Every new word was progress. So don't rush. Take your time and enjoy the process. Keep a journal in English. Write about your day, your thoughts, or even your dreams. Writing in a journal helps you practice your English every day. Plus, it's fun to look back and see how much you've improved. I kept a journal when I was learning. At first, I could only write short sentences, but over time, my sentences became longer. My writing got better, and it felt good to see my progress. So, keep a journal. It's a great way to practice. Ask questions. If you don't understand something, ask. Asking questions helps you learn. It shows that you are curious and ready to learn more. Don't be shy. There are no silly questions when it comes to learning. I used to ask a lot of questions. I asked my teachers, my friends, and even myself. Asking questions helped me understand better. So, always ask when you're unsure. It will help you learn faster. Take breaks when you need them. Sometimes you might feel tired or frustrated. That's okay. It's normal to feel this way. When you feel tired, take a break, relax for a while, then come back to your learning with fresh energy. I remember times when I felt tired of learning, but I took a break, did something fun, and then I was ready to learn again. Taking breaks is important. It keeps you from feeling too tired. So, don't forget to rest. It will help you stay fresh and ready to learn. Celebrate your progress. Every time you reach a goal, celebrate it. Did you learn a new word? Celebrate. Did you finish a book? Celebrate. Celebrating your progress keeps you motivated. When I reached a goal, I treated myself. Sometimes I had a piece of cake. Other times, I watched my favorite movie. Celebrating made learning fun. It gave me something to look forward to. So, celebrate your progress. It will keep you excited about learning. Learn with others. Learning with friends or in a group can be very helpful. You can help each other, share tips and ideas, and it's more fun to learn together. I had a friend who was also learning English. We studied together every week. We helped each other and practiced speaking together. Learning with my friend made it easier. So, find someone to learn with. It will make the journey more enjoyable. Listen to yourself. When you speak or read out loud, listen to how you sound. This helps you improve your pronunciation. I used to record myself reading or talking in English. Then I listened to it and checked for mistakes. This helped me speak more clearly. So, listen to yourself. It's a great way to get better. Try to learn something new every day. It doesn't have to be a lot, just a word or a sentence. Learning a little bit every day adds up over time. I used to write down one new word every day. Then, I tried to use it in my conversations. This simple habit helped me improve my vocabulary. So, try to learn something new every day. It will make a big difference. Stay consistent. Learning English is not about doing a lot all at once. It's about doing a little bit every day. Consistency is the key. I remember studying English for 30 minutes every day. It didn't feel like much, but over time, I saw a lot of progress. So, stay consistent. It's better to study a little every day than a lot once a week. Finally, enjoy the process. Learning English is an adventure. You will have ups and downs, but it's all part of the journey. Enjoy every step. Celebrate your progress, learn from your mistakes, and have fun. When I was learning, I loved every moment of it. I loved discovering new words, understanding stories, and speaking with people. Enjoying the process made it easier and more rewarding. So have fun with it, and you will succeed. Listening is very important. When you listen, you hear new words. You learn how to say them, and you learn how to use them. So, listen to English every day. Listen to stories, songs, or even the news. It helps a lot. Let's talk about practice. Practice makes perfect, they say, and it is true. When I was learning, I practiced every day. I spoke in English even if I made mistakes. Mistakes are okay. They help you learn. So, don't be afraid. Speak English every day. Reading is another tip. Reading is a good way to learn. You can start with simple books. Books with pictures are great. They help you understand the story. As you read, you learn new words. You also learn how to use them in sentences. Once, I read a story about a cat. The cat was lost. It was a simple story, but I loved it. I learned many new words from that story. The more I read, the better my English became. So, read as much as you can. It will help you a lot. Writing is also important. When you write, you use the words you know. You learn to put them together. Start by writing small things. Write about your day, your family, or anything you like. The more you write, the better you get. When I was learning, I had a small notebook. I wrote in it every day about my school, my friends, and my dreams. I made many mistakes, but I learned from them. Writing helped me a lot. It made me more confident. Watching English videos is fun. You can watch cartoons, movies, or shows. When you watch, you hear how people speak, learn how to say words correctly, and discover new vocabulary. I remember watching a cartoon about a dog. The dog was very funny. It made me laugh. But I also learned new words from it. Watching cartoons helped me understand English better. So, watch as many videos as you can. They are very helpful. Talking to people is a great way to learn. If you have friends who speak English, talk to them. Practice with them. If you don't have any, you can find people online. There are many people who want to learn English just like you. I had a friend who spoke English very well. We talked every day. Sometimes I made mistakes, but my friend helped me. She corrected me. Talking to her helped me a lot. I learned new words and how to use them. So, find someone to talk to. It will help you a lot. Be patient. Learning a new language takes time. It does not happen in one day. Be patient with yourself and do not give up. Keep trying, even if it's hard. Remember, every small step counts. I remember feeling sad when I couldn't understand something, but I didn't give up. I kept going. Slowly, I got better. I learned more and more. So always remember to be patient. You will get there step by step. Use a dictionary. A dictionary is your friend. It helps you understand new words. When you find a word you don't know, look it up. Learn what it means, learn how to say it, and try to use it in a sentence. I used to carry a small dictionary with me. Every time I heard a new word, I looked it up and tried to use it. This helped me learn many new words. So always have a dictionary with you. It will help you a lot. Play games in English. Games are fun, and they help you learn without feeling like you're studying. There are many games that teach English. Word games, puzzles, or quizzes. When I was learning, I played a word game with my friends. We had to find as many words as we could. The one with the most words won. It was a fun way to learn, and I learned many new words from it. So, play games in English. It's a fun way to learn. Try to think in English. This might be hard at first, but it helps a lot. When you think in English, you practice your skills. You learn to use the words you know, and you also learn to make sentences quickly. I started thinking in English when I was learning. At first, it was hard. I had to translate everything in my head, but slowly it became easier. I started thinking in English without even trying. So try to think in English. It will help you get better. Set goals. Goals help you stay focused. They give you something to work toward. Start with small goals. For example, learn 5 new words each day or read 1 page of a book every day. As you reach your goals, you will feel proud. It will motivate you to keep going. When I was learning, my first goal was to learn 10 new words a week. Then, I set a goal to read a book in English. Reaching these goals made me happy. It showed me I was getting better. So, set goals for yourself. They will help you a lot. Review what you learn. When you review, you remember things better. Look at your notes, read your old writings, or listen to the same story again. The more you review, the more you remember. I used to review my notes every week. I read them over and over. This helped me remember what I learned. It also showed me how much I had improved. So take time to review. It will help you a lot. Stay positive. Learning a new language can be hard, but if you stay positive, it becomes easier. Believe in yourself. You can do it. When you feel down, remember why you started. Keep your goal in mind. I had times when I felt like giving up, but I stayed positive. I told myself that I could do it, and I did. Staying positive helped me a lot. So, always stay positive. It will help you reach your goal. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Everyone makes them. When you make a mistake, don't feel bad. Learn from it. It will help you get better. I made many mistakes when I was learning, but I didn't let them stop me. I learned from them, and I got better. So don't be afraid of mistakes. They are your best teachers. Enjoy the journey. Learning English is a journey. It's full of new things to discover. Enjoy it and have fun with it. The more you enjoy it, the easier it becomes. When I was learning, I enjoyed every step. I loved learning new words and understanding new stories. Enjoying the journey made it fun, and it helped me learn faster. So, enjoy your journey. It will make learning English much easier. Surround yourself with English. This means try to be around English as much as you can. Listen to English music, watch English movies, and read English signs. The more you see and hear English, the more you will learn. I remember when I started learning, I changed the language on my phone to English. At first, it was hard to understand everything, but soon I got used to it. Every time I used my phone, I learned something new. So, surround yourself with English. It will help you learn faster. Repetition is very important. When you repeat something, you remember it better. So, don't be afraid to go over the same words or sentences again and again. I used to repeat words out loud every day. I said them until they became easy to remember. Repeating helped me a lot. It made me more confident. So, repeat everything you learn. It will make a big difference. Make learning fun. Sometimes learning can feel boring, but you can make it fun. Sing songs in English. Singing helps you remember words, and it's a lot of fun. You can also make up little stories with the words you know. I used to sing songs in English every morning. It made me happy and ready to learn more. Sometimes I made up funny stories with my new words. This made learning enjoyable. So, find ways to make learning fun. It will keep you motivated. Use what you learn right away. When you learn a new word, try to use it in a sentence. Use it when you talk or write. The more you use it, the better you remember it. Once, I learned the word beautiful. I used it to describe everything. The sky was beautiful. The flowers were beautiful. Even my breakfast was beautiful. Using the word helped me remember it. So, always use what you learn. It will help you remember. Use technology to your advantage. There are many apps and tools to help you learn English. Use them to practice vocabulary, grammar, and listening. Some apps even let you practice speaking with other learners. When I was learning, I used a vocabulary app to learn new words every day. I also used an app to listen to short stories. These tools made learning easier and more fun. So, explore apps and websites. They can be very helpful. Practice speaking as much as you can. Even if you don't have anyone to talk to, you can practice speaking on your own. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing or talk about your day. I used to pretend I was talking to someone when I was alone. At first, it felt strange, but it helped me a lot. Speaking out loud helped me gain confidence and improve my pronunciation. So, don't wait. Start speaking right away. Join English learning communities. There are many online groups and forums where people share tips and practice English together. Being part of a community can keep you motivated and give you new ideas for learning. I joined a group of English learners online. We shared our progress, asked questions, and even practiced speaking through video calls. It was a great way to stay motivated and learn from others. So find a community and join. It's a great support system. Learn English phrases, not just words. Sometimes, knowing a word isn't enough. Learn common phrases and expressions that people use in everyday conversations. For example, instead of just learning the word hello, learn phrases like how are you or what's up. Learning phrases helps you speak more naturally. I remember learning the phrase, "What's the weather like today?" It helped me sound more fluent when talking about the weather. So, focus on phrases. They are very useful. Explore different accents and styles of English. English is spoken in many countries, and people have different accents. Listen to British, American, Australian, or other accents. It will help you understand English better in any situation. I remember watching movies with different accents. At first, it was challenging, but over time, I started to recognize and understand them. So, don't be afraid to explore. You'll become a more well-rounded learner. Practice listening and repeating. Find short clips in English, like a sentence from a movie or a podcast, and repeat what you hear. Try to match the speaker's tone and pronunciation. I used to pause videos and repeat sentences out loud. It helped me improve my pronunciation and speak more naturally. This method works wonders, so give it a try. Focus on quality over quantity. It's better to learn a few things well than to learn many things poorly. Take your time to truly understand what you're learning. When I learned new vocabulary, I didn't just memorize the words. I learned how to use them in sentences and conversations. This approach made my learning more effective. So, focus on mastering what you learn. It will make a big difference. Keep your environment motivating. Surround yourself with things that inspire you to learn. Put up posters with English phrases. Keep your favorite English book nearby, or listen to English music while relaxing. I used to stick notes with English words and phrases on my walls. Seeing them every day reminded me to keep learning. A positive and motivating environment can keep you excited about learning. Experiment with different learning methods. Everyone learns differently. Try various methods like watching videos, listening to podcasts, writing stories, or even drawing pictures to represent words. Find what works best for you. I discovered that I learn best by watching videos and writing down what I hear. This combination helped me improve both listening and writing skills. So experiment until you find your favorite way to learn. Be proud of yourself. Every step you take is a step closer to your goal. Celebrate not just the big achievements, but also the small ones. When I learned my first full sentence in English, I felt so proud. It was a small step, but it made me believe in myself. So, remember to appreciate your progress. You're doing great. Use subtitles while watching videos. When you watch movies or shows in English, turn on the subtitles. This helps you understand what's being said and connect the words to their pronunciation. I used to watch cartoons with subtitles. Reading along while listening helped me learn new words and phrases. Over time, I started turning off the subtitles to test my understanding. It's a simple but effective way to learn. Practice shadowing. Shadowing means listening to someone speak in English and immediately repeating what they say. This helps you improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and fluency. I often shadowed speakers from podcasts and videos. I paused after every sentence, repeated it, and tried to copy their tone. It felt like a real conversation and boosted my confidence. So, give shadowing a try. It's a powerful technique. Use flashcards to remember vocabulary. Flashcards are a great way to practice and review new words. Write the word on one side and its meaning, or a sentence using it on the other. I used to carry flashcards with me everywhere. When I had free time, I reviewed them. This made learning new words quick and easy. You can even use apps to make digital flashcards. Learn common idioms and expressions. Idioms and expressions are a big part of English conversations. Learning them can make you sound more fluent and natural. I remember learning the idiom "a piece of cake," which means something easy. It made me smile, and I started noticing it in movies and books. Learning idioms adds fun to your journey. Listen to podcasts or audiobooks. Podcasts and audiobooks are excellent resources for improving listening skills. Choose topics you enjoy so it feels less like studying and more like fun. I loved listening to stories through audiobooks. I started with simple ones and slowly moved to more advanced content. Listening daily helped me get used to the natural flow of English. So, find something you love and start listening. Create your own English-speaking routine. Set aside specific times each day for practicing English. It could be morning, afternoon, or night. Whatever works best for you. I used to practice speaking in front of a mirror every morning. This became part of my routine, and it made speaking feel natural. A consistent schedule helps you stay on track. Record yourself speaking. Use your phone or computer to record yourself reading or speaking in English. Then listen to it to identify areas for improvement. I used to record myself reading short stories. Hearing my voice helped me notice my mistakes and track my progress. It's a great way to become more aware of how you speak. Create fun challenges for yourself. Set playful goals like learn 10 new words today or write a story in English. Challenges keep learning exciting. I once challenged myself to speak only in English for an entire day. It was hard, but it pushed me to think and communicate in English more. Challenges can be a fun way to test yourself. Learn from your favorite English songs. Songs are a fun way to improve your listening and pronunciation. Sing along to learn new words and practice fluency. I used to listen to my favorite songs on repeat and sing along with the lyrics. It helped me improve my pronunciation and remember words effortlessly. So, turn up the music and start singing. Use real-life situations to practice. Try to use English in your daily life. Order food in English, ask for directions, or write shopping lists in English. I remember ordering coffee in English for the first time. It felt scary, but it was a great way to practice. Real-life experiences are the best teachers. Stay curious about the language. Ask yourself questions about English. Why is a phrase said a certain way? What does this word really mean? Curiosity will keep you learning. I often wondered why certain phrases were used, and I looked them up. This made me more engaged and helped me remember things better. So, Stay curious. It keeps learning exciting. Explore English culture. Learning about the culture behind the language can make it more interesting. Watch documentaries, read about traditions, or learn about holidays in English-speaking countries. I enjoyed watching videos about British tea culture and American Thanksgiving. It made learning English feel more connected to the real world. Understanding the culture helps you use the language naturally. Use social media for learning. Follow English learning accounts, watch short videos, and interact with other learners. Social media can be a fun and interactive way to practice. I followed accounts that shared English phrases and tips. I also commented in English, which gave me extra practice. Use social media wisely. It's a modern tool for learning. Have fun while learning. The more fun you have, the more you'll want to keep going. Play games, make jokes, and enjoy the process. I remember laughing at my mistakes and turning them into funny stories. Enjoying the journey made it easier to stay motivated. So don't take it too seriously. Have fun. Introduction. 300 to 500 words. Importance of fluency. Begin by discussing the significance of speaking English fluently, particularly in a global context where English is the most commonly spoken second language. Overview of challenges. Address common challenges learners face, such as pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, and confidence. Purpose of the essay. State that this essay will explore practical steps, strategies, and habits to help achieve fluency. Chapter 1. Understanding Fluency in English. 500 to 700 words. What is fluency? Define fluency in English beyond just being able to speak. It's about comfort, confidence, and natural expression. Highlight the difference between fluency and accuracy. The components of fluency. Discuss how fluency involves vocabulary knowledge, grammar understanding, pronunciation, and the ability to express thoughts clearly. Levels of fluency. Break down fluency levels. Beginner, intermediate, advanced, and the progression learners go through. Chapter 2. The importance of listening. 500 to 700 words. Why listening is key. Explain that listening to English regularly helps internalize sentence structures, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Different listening materials. Offer examples of listening materials like podcasts, news, TV shows, audiobooks, and songs, and how they contribute to different aspects of fluency. Active versus passive listening. Discuss the importance of active listening, where the learner pays attention to specific details and tries to imitate pronunciation and intonation. Practical tips for listening. Provide methods such as shadowing, repeating after the speaker, taking notes, and using subtitles to aid in learning. Chapter 3. Daily speaking practice. 700 to 900 words. The role of speaking in fluency. Emphasize how speaking every day accelerates fluency by improving pronunciation, grammar, and overall communication. Ways to practice speaking. Speaking to yourself. Discuss self-talk and its effectiveness. Conversational partners. The value of finding a speaking partner or language exchange. Using technology. Talk about apps like HelloTalk, Tandem, and online conversation clubs. Speech shadowing. Offer practical exercises where learners mimic native speakers. Building confidence. Provide techniques to reduce speaking anxiety, such as starting with simple phrases and gradually increasing complexity. Chapter 4. Expanding your vocabulary, 700 to 900 words. Why vocabulary matters. Discuss how a wide vocabulary allows for more precise and varied expression, contributing to smoother conversation. Techniques for vocabulary learning. Flashcards. Introduce the use of physical and digital flashcards for learning new words. Contextual learning. Encourage learning vocabulary in context rather than memorizing lists. Thematic learning. Focus on learning vocabulary based on themes, e.g., food, travel, emotions, to aid conversation. Using a dictionary. Advise using a dictionary to understand new words and their usage in context. How to review vocabulary. Discuss the importance of regular review to retain words in long-term memory. Chapter 5. Pronunciation and Accent. Reduction, 500 to 700 words. Why pronunciation is crucial for fluency. Explain how poor pronunciation can hinder communication and reduce understanding. Pronunciation tips. Listening and mimicking. Stress. How imitation of native speakers can help learners improve their pronunciation. Using language apps. Recommend tools that help learners practice pronunciation, such as ELSA Speak or Speechling. Intonation and stress. Discuss the importance of natural speech patterns, how stress, rhythm, and intonation are just as important as individual sounds. Practical exercises. Include tongue twisters, dictation exercises, and videos that help learners practice difficult sounds. Chapter 6. Thinking in English, 500 to 700 words. Why thinking in English is essential. Explain how translating from one's native language to English slows down speech and hinders fluency. How to practice thinking in English. Mental practice. Describe how learners can practice describing things around them in English. Journaling. Encourage learners to keep a journal in English, where they write about their daily life and thoughts. Self-talk. Suggest using internal dialogue in English to help transition from thinking in the native language to English. Overcoming the translation habit. Offer strategies to reduce the dependence on translation, such as learning chunks of language, i.e., phrases or expressions, rather than individual words. Chapter 7. Grammar and Sentence Structure, 700 to 900 words. The role of grammar in fluency. Clarify that fluency doesn't mean speaking without mistakes, but being able to communicate effectively and naturally. Balancing grammar with fluency. Discuss how to focus on the most common grammar structures used in daily conversation, such as verb tenses and sentence patterns. Practical grammar tips. Use grammar exercises. Suggest using online resources and apps for grammar practice. Don't focus on perfection. Encourage learners to prioritize communication over perfect grammar. Sentence structure and word order. Discuss how English sentence structure works, particularly in comparison to other languages. Chapter 8. Immersion and Exposure. 500 to 700 words. The power of immersion. Explain that immersion is one of the best ways to learn a language because it forces learners to use the language in real-life situations. How to immerse yourself in English. Change your device settings. Encourage learners to set their phones, computers, and social media accounts to English. Surround yourself with English. Suggest reading English books, following English-speaking YouTube channels, and engaging with English language content. Live in an English-speaking environment. If possible, immerse yourself by traveling to or living in an English-speaking country. Cultural immersion. Discuss the importance of understanding the culture behind the language to truly grasp the nuances of the language. Chapter 9. Building Confidence. 500 to 700 words. The importance of self-confidence. Discuss how a lack of confidence can hold learners back from speaking, even if they know the language. Overcoming fear. Provide advice on how to deal with the fear of making mistakes, which often paralyzes learners. Speaking in public. Suggest starting with smaller groups and gradually working up to larger groups or public speaking situations. Celebrating progress. Encourage learners to track their progress and celebrate their achievements, no matter how small. Chapter 10. Patience and Persistence. 500 to 700 words. The journey to fluency. Explain that fluency is a long-term goal that requires perseverance. Discuss how learners may face periods of slow progress. Setting realistic goals. Advise learners to break down their fluency goals into smaller, achievable steps. Overcoming setbacks. Share advice on how to handle moments of frustration and lack of motivation, and how to stay focused on the bigger picture. Consistency is key. Stress the importance of consistent practice over time, no matter how small the daily effort. Conclusion. 300 to 500 words. Summarize key points. Reiterate the importance of listening, speaking, thinking in English, and practicing daily. Final encouragement. Encourage learners to be patient and consistent in their journey toward fluency, reminding them that language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. Invitation to start now. Close with a motivating message to begin practicing and making English an everyday part of their life. Final word count consideration. This breakdown would give you a solid 5,000 words, with each chapter focusing on a different important aspect of language learning. You can adjust the depth of each chapter as needed, expanding or condensing content to hit your target word count.